Hey everybody, DJ, Paranormal Response. In response to all the eBay messages that I'm getting, you guys aren't nice. What the fuck's wrong with you? I've never claimed this box to be mine. As a matter of fact, it says... it says that it's a replica, right in the title. And then it links to me showing you how to build your own Geo Box. Or any box for that matter, because they're all the same. All the parts are in the same. Do you think anybody is going to build a box and put hundreds of dollars worth of parts in it that are on YouTube trying to sell it to the masses? And I don't even know why I'm bothering doing this, actually, because the followers are going to follow. The ones that already know, I guess this video is for you. So, I made a replica build. I'm not even doing it for my own profit. I even said that. I show you where it's going, I show you what I'm doing it for, and I cut the price in half of what he was selling them for. I'm not mass producing them. I said I was going to make one, maybe two, and the reason for building them. They're no different than the radios that I build now. The same parts that are in that Geo Box are already in my boxes. It just says response box. Just like it says on the back and inside of this, it says response box. So, you know, if people want to come at me on eBay, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just letting you know that I'm not doing anything. I'm not screwing anybody. I'm not mass producing these for $5,000 each. I don't even sell my own boxes for that much. I've got the same amount invested into my boxes that are invested into the Geo Boxes, or the portals, or whatever you want to call them. And I only charge for my time and the parts. I'm not taking advantage of it. I'm not taking advantage of anybody. I'm not saying that it's anything more than what it is. Go and look at any of my videos. I show you what I put in them. I tell you what I put in them. I've even opened them up to show you how I build them. And every one that I've made has sold. As a matter of fact, one of the first ones that I made sold to a lady who's going to put out a paranormal show. And she was the first one, other than Mr. Brown, to come. She said that she was going to pull my radio from the show because I was talking ill of George Brown, who has helped the community so much. Yeah, you've helped him. You've helped the community. No, you've helped yourself a whole bunch is what you've done. I don't care. Pull the radio from the TV show. You know what? I'm in advertising. If I wanted to, I could get this thing out to the masses, but I don't build them for the masses. I've got a 60-hour-a-week job in a business that I own. This was fun for me. I do like the style of the box. I think they look nice. What I don't like is how he's fucking everybody. And that was the meaning for the video. So you can watch the video. Excuse my phone. You can watch the video. You can come to your own conclusion, but don't come back at me and tell me that I'm trying to take away somebody's thunder or sell it under the guise that it's my own. You know, it's a 1938 shell. I make the same things, only I put them in cheaper boxes, smaller boxes, lunch pail boxes. You know, it's no different. It's no different. Cigar boxes, I put them in cigar boxes. You know, I really don't know what else to say to this. The people that understand will understand. The ones that don't will continue to buy those boxes, and that's fine. I was just putting out a video to show you what they are. It exposes me too, but I'm not fucking anybody, so it doesn't matter. Build your own if you can build your own. It's a great thing. It's fun. It's awesome. And they sound great. But they're not worth $5,000 and $10,000, or $19,000 I heard on one video. Somebody paid $19,000. Good for you guys. I hope you sleep well at night. But don't come back at me and tell me that, you know, I'm being dishonest or I'm stealing from somebody or I should feel any other way than satisfied that I've exposed it. So that's that. I will continue to make my boxes and I will continue to sell them at a reasonable price. I'll continue to buy them. I'll continue to buy the boxes, the shells that I like when they're affordable. and I will continue to put my parts in them, which are pretty much the same as anybody else who makes an amp. An amp. Not an amp. It has a scanning radio in it. It's a ghost box, spirit box, / amp. If you look at it, it's not the same build as his. He has a little strap up here. He has little sensors up here that are going into a crystal feeler box that I decided not to put in because it's bullshit. And I've got an amp in front. He doesn't have an amp in the front of his. He's got a switch and a switch. I've got the amp and the 2 switches. The 2 switches operate the radio. The amp operates whatever you want to plug into the box. So, lady who contacted me on eBay and told me that if, what did you tell me? You told me that if I just went online and said that I was making a better box and proving why mine is better, then you would have been okay with that. That's what I did. But you said that I badmouthed him in an email. If I did that, that was over a year ago. Well, that was almost a year ago when you contacted me on buying one of my boxes. Actually, it was one of these. And if I badmouthed him then, why the fuck did you buy my radio? I don't know. But you bought it anyway, and now that I'm putting out this, you're telling me that you can't put my radio on a television show because I badmouthed him. Well, you should have told me that 12 months ago, and I would have saved that radio and sold it to somebody who wanted it. But she said she was going to put it up on eBay, and she was going to resell it, so look for that response box, because that's an awesome fucking radio, and you will get great responses with it. So, I don't care that it's not on TV. It doesn't matter to me. I didn't start this to mass produce them. I'm one person. I did them in the winter when I have a month or 2 downtime. I tinker with them. I'm in my shop, I'm working. There's downtime. I make radios in that downtime. And I don't put out a lot of them. You know, I might put out 1 a month. That's fine. It's not even about the money, but I am going to get paid for my time because everybody should get paid for their time. But they shouldn't fuck anybody for their time. And one thing I would like to add into this video about that situation. This woman told me when she first bought the radio that she tries many radios. She has tried them all. And they have all failed up to this point. So that would mean that she has probably tried a Geo Box. She has probably tried a Portal. She has probably tried a Wonder Box. I don't really know of any other boxes out there. There's a couple in the UK. But they failed. So what does that tell you? I never received a response back from her after 6-7 months, except that filming was delayed. No message saying that my box has failed. No message saying that my amp wasn't going to make it into the show. You know why? Because it's built right and it works. But I don't care that it's not in the show. It would have been cool. Absolutely, yes, it would have been cool. But like I said, I'm not looking to mass produce these things. But a little recognition for your work is always nice. Alright, that's the last video I will make on this. You will see me going back to your regular scheduled programming where I make my radios and I talk to the spirits. And if you want to buy my radios, you can buy my radios. If you have a request, I will build that radio. If you want to buy your own shell, talk to me first so I can see if the parts, will fit. Because not all radios fit. This is pushing it. Not all the parts fit. I will build a radio of a shell that you may want to buy and send to me. I'll use that. I'm not out to screw nobody. I'm not. I'm really not. The sale of this radio, I told you it was going towards a lady who has a haunted house that is basically falling down. It needs a roof. It needs a basement wall to be fixed. And I was offering it up to people who wanted a Geo Box. And yeah, I was charging a little more, but I was charging half of what he's going to keep charging. So if it sold, it sold. If it didn't, it doesn't. I may drop the price right down to $1,000. Don't know, don't care. It's not about that. It's not about me. It's about helping somebody else, not helping myself. So that's about all I have to say on this topic. So yeah, that's it. If you have one of these radios Instead of sending me shitty messages, instead of telling me that I'm a liar, a thief, I'm ripping his name apart, open your fucking radio. Watch my builds. Tell me if that build is not pretty much 90% accurate. You know, I know that this amp isn't the exact amp that he uses in this. I've got that amp. I can pull it out and show you. Actually, it's in my video when I go through all the prices. They're $28, they're $20, they're $28. It depends on which amp you buy. The parts add up to about $200, $250. And like I've always said, if I decide on a shell, I might pay up to $200, $300 for a shell. And even with putting those parts in there, I'm only going to be up $300. It just depends on the shell. I'm going to answer this phone. Okay, sorry, I had to answer the phone. I don't remember where I left off, where I was at, just ranting. But yeah, I think I was talking about the radios and how I'm going to continue to make them, and I'm going to make them my way, which is pretty much, you know, the build, the basis, the foundation of these radios are all the same. Sure, the effects may be a little different, but they're all coming from the same place. That's called China. There's not much in these, you guys. There's an amp, there's a pedal, there's a scanning radio, maybe an armband radio, there's a speaker, there's a battery, and there's some wires. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know, and these guys have been doing this a long time. I can't believe that there isn't a video yet of this. It baffles me. It really does. I can't believe there's no video of this yet. But with everything, all lies come to the surface eventually. It may be a year, it may be 100 years, but all lies come to the surface eventually. And if you want to hate me for bringing it up to the surface, fucking hate me, I don't care. I know the truth. A lot of other people know the truth. And yeah, put your kid through college. Go buy yourself a new car. Put a down payment on a house. Don't spend it on a fucking radio, on an amp that costs $200 to build. You're stupid. You're stupid. So at this point, with all the evidence that I've put out there in video, even showing you how to make it, if you're still out there talking against me, calling me names, and sticking up for these guys, you're not just a follower, you're probably an accomplice. So, have at it.